All right.
Reach on up to become light. 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 Then through gamma at its start. Reach on up to become light.
All right. You got it. Cue the music. Leon hates that song so much.
He's going to listen to this and be like, why the fuck did he play that again?
Oh, man. We did an episode Thursday, and Leon got so pissed off when I played it. Unfortunately, nobody's going to get to hear that episode because it got deleted before it went online.
It's lost forever, man.
The lost episode. So this is episode 46 for real. And it's we're going to do all new stuff, I think. I'm not going to make you go over all the same stories again. That would just be mean.
They were good ones.
I know, they were.
They were good ones.
So it was like a string of just horrible, horrible days in a row. Starting with Thursday, we did this awesome episode with Leon. Oh, this is Artie, by the way. How you doing, Artie?
Hi. What's up, Jay?
Leon and Artie did an episode Thursday, and the program glitched while I was rendering it, and the entire thing deleted. So that's why there's no episode. But now you got this one.
We still got to tell them the good news, because this is from the last show. I'm not the lowest rated show in Brink, Sanity.
No, you're not.
And I'm still proud of that.
Yeah, that title still goes to Joel. Sorry, Joel. What are you going to do? So we got a bunch of new stories. I think we should just start going over my horrible week first, though, because there was just so much stuff, and I think it'll make everyone else feel better about their lives after we go through this.
I had a pretty tough week, but I want to hear yours first.
All right, we could trade horrible, miserable stories from last week.
I mean, because I don't think mine's really any of a concern, but it upsetted me. But let's hear yours.
All right. Well, we started off with losing the episode, and then we go into Thursday. Was that Friday? And my girlfriend was moving in Friday morning.
Right.
And I got up, and her car's gone. So, of course, we don't know if it's stolen or if it's towed. She was parked right outside my apartment. And so we had to call 311 and, figure out if the car was stolen or if it was towed or whatever. It turns out it was actually towed. Now, they don't, they don't help you out at all when they tow your car. We told them, we said, oh, the car was towed. They're like, yeah, it was towed. So we go, what's the address? They go, well, we don't have the address.
What?
Yeah, so I was like, well, I want the car, so gimme. And they said you have to call the tow place. So we called the tow place. They don't know the address either. They're like, oh, we just drive it to the lot. We don't know the address.
It's really...
I was like, could you, tell me where you drove to at least? Help me out a little bit,
That's professional, though.
Yeah. It's high quality.
It's like, we don't know. We just find a random lot, but there's no address to it.
Yeah, exactly. And this is all because I didn't understand the sign that was out front, too, which is... I'll get into that afterwards. So we finally figure out that all the cars that get towed in Brooklyn go to this one lot, which is in the middle of nowhere so that you can't get there by bus or subway, of course. So now we have to go find a cab, and we get in the cab, and the guy has no idea where it is. So we're driving around for a while, and we finally find the place, and we go in there at it's 7 o'clock at night on Friday at this point. And there's this huge line of all these miserable people who got their cars towed, and everyone's all pissed off. It's $185 just to get your car out.
Wow.
And so you finish waiting online, you give them $185, and they go, all right next door is the lot where your car is. So you just walk over there, and there's a blue van that will take you to where your car is. So it's I guess next door, it's the building that's next to the place, but it's a good 5-6 minute walk. It's not directly next door. And if anybody recalls the weather on Friday, it was about 7 degrees with a -4 wind chill.
Especially in New York, it's with the buildings, it's probably, it's definitely colder.
Nowhere to wait outside. Nowhere to wait inside, so you have to wait outside.
They weren't supplying hot cocoa or anything?
No, and there's no blue van. So we're just standing out there in the cold. It was like me, my girlfriend, and this sassy black lady. She's like mouthing off to the there's like a security booth like a couple feet away. And she's like yelling at him. She's like, it's not June out here. And, like being all sassy. It was great. So at least that was kind of funny. 10 minutes later, the van pulls up, and it's a pretty big van. It could probably hold like 10 or 12 people. And at this point, there's only maybe 7 of us. And he's like, oh, only the drivers are allowed in the van. And there's only like 4 drivers. So the rest of us have to stand out in the cold for another 10 minutes while he drives around the lot for the car.
Oh, that's just, yeah.
Yeah, that was when the wind started picking up. It was so fucking miserable. And then was...
How big was the lot? Like, was it like Great Adventure size? Like, you needed like a cart to go past like section A, B, C?
It seemed pretty big, but also I wasn't allowed in it, so I couldn't really get a good look at it. Because I wasn't allowed in the van, and there was a security booth blocking the entrance to the lot, so I really wasn't allowed to do much.
That's just like a bad nightmare.
Yeah, and then there was like a tow truck in the entrance to the car lot, and he, for some reason, decided to park there and block everyone else from getting out. So once people had their cars, like, he was blocking the exits. Now we're still standing in the cold. So finally got the car back. We're driving back home, and, you know, we've never been there before. It's in the middle of nowhere. And we're taking the same road we took back there, but apparently the way there was fine, but the way back, that lane was, like, closed. So,
God.
Yeah, it was like detours. So then we got completely lost. Luckily, my roommate answered his phone and, like, Google mapped where we were, because we were in Scary Town. I was getting quite nervous.
That's what you immediately think when your car's missing in the morning in the first place. Like, you don't really expect it to be in like some safe lot. Like, you got to drive like 5 miles to get to, and then.
Oh yeah, as soon as the car was gone, I knew my entire weekend was ruined. That was it.
So it was unprofessional and convenient.
Exactly, and very expensive. Because when you get after you pay the $185 to get the car back, then you find out that there's a ticket on your windshield for another $115.
That's
bonus, you know.
Yeah, just evening that to $300.
Right, because they had a stupid sign that I didn't understand.
Yeah, what did the sign say exactly?
Well, it said no parking midnight to 3 Mondays and Thursdays. So, you know, we parked there Thursday night. I figured midnight Thursday is technically Wednesday night.
Right.
So I was getting all mad because I thought the sign was, you know, misrepresented and blah, blah, blah. And then I see that there's also a smaller sign on top of that one that says no standing Monday through Friday, 7 to 10 a.m. So actually, we probably didn't get towed that night. We probably got towed the very next morning before I got up for work. But I thought no standing meant no sitting in a parked car.
Right.
With, you know, like idling. That's what I thought no standing meant. I didn't know that meant no parking at all. So that was a very expensive lesson that I learned on Friday.
Probably does. It just probably wanted to get more money out of you.
Well, they sure got it.
What's up?
They sure got it.
Yeah.
Going to be a lot of ramen noodles till next paycheck.
Not all that money's going into Yankee Stadium, by the way, because they owe a lot of money.
Right. Well, I mean, we got to build a stadium next to the stadium that's already there because that was completely necessary.
Yeah. Same thing with goes to the Mets. You need to build it right next door.
With less seats, because that's the proper thing to do. Each one has a couple thousand less seats, so they can have like bigger, more expensive seats.
Yeah, actually, I can't lie. I'm a Mets fan, so I'm kind of happy about Citi Field, but Yankees, fuck them. No, that's wrong. I don't know.
Sounds okay for the Mets and not okay for the Yankees.
Exactly. Look at how much of the Yankees. Look how much money they spent on their players. They spent like, what was it, like $160 million for CC Sabathia for 4 years.
Isn't that like the fat guy who's? I don't know much about him.
Blow a knee in like 2 weeks.
I don't know much about who they signed. I just saw that they signed a couple fat guys, and I was like, well...
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Doesn't look like a very good investment to me, but what do I know?
Yeah. That's where all the money's going to.
Lovely. So then I got home and decided to drink up a storm because I think most people would after that.
Oh, hell yeah. I would have drank there to keep warm.
If I had any liquor, I would have.
Flasks, man, flasks.
I know. I have flasks, too. I just didn't think it was going to be like a 3-hour event. And so I got home, drank pretty much all night, and got up and found out my girlfriend was going to sell her car up in Westchester, which is, a good half-hour drive from here.
Right.
Maybe 40 minutes. So she's like, all right, would you mind, taking a ride with me? I'm going up, going to drop off the car, and then my friend's going to drive us back. I'm completely hungover right now, totally feeling sick. But I was like, all right, I could like sleep in the car there and back, and, hour and a half tops, I'll be back in bed sleeping, right?
Right.
Wrong. That's not what happened at all.
Oh.
She left out the part where her friend who was driving us back was apparently at a Buddhist temple. And we not only had to go there, but we had to sit down and eat with a bunch of Buddhist monks and whatnot. So this is just way too much stimulus for me at this point. I'm like...
What were they serving? Sorry about that, phone. What were they serving? Like eucalyptus leaves?
There was a whole spread of stuff. There was, there was a whole bunch of food. They had like whole fishes with the eyes looking at you. And
oh, man.
Yeah, like normally I'd be okay with it, but not in the condition I was in at that point.
That's just another occasion where you should have brought a flask.
I know.
Hey, come equipped.
One guy wanted to take a picture of me because he's never seen a white guy before.
What?
Yeah, and then my girlfriend and her friend go in the other room to wash dishes, and now I'm like left alone at a table of like 10 Buddhist monks, and like so hungover, and I have no idea what to do. I'm just like frozen. I'm just like, this is the most awkward experience of my life. They're all like saying stuff in Thai and then laughing and then looking over in my direction. And it's like, oh my god.
Haven't they heard of the internet before? I mean, yeah, they're monks, but they have cameras, right?
Yeah, but I guess they don't have white people. I don't know.
That is funny.
Yeah, if it wasn't me, it would be hilarious. But, tack that on to Thursday and Friday. That was like the trifecta of bullshit days. I was not liking that.
So is that all that happened to you this past couple of days?
Oh, is that it? Is that all that happened to me? Only 3 days of misery? Yeah, I think that's enough. Saturday, I like cowered in the fetal position in my room, just praying nothing bad happened.
And then something crazy happened yesterday. I know it's a little off topic. We're back on the sports, but the Arizona Cardinals are going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it totally destroyed my pool.
I picked them, but I didn't pick whoever. But last time I saw the Cardinals do good was when what's his name, Rod Tidwell played receiver in Jerry Maguire. I think that was the last time I seen them do anything productive.
So, what was your bad week?
Oh man, we don't have to talk about that now. My bad week.
Did I totally trump your bad week?
It's just a few busted Xbox 360 games, but that's about it.
Oh yeah, my heart goes out to you, man.
It's terrible when you have an addiction to Halo, an old addiction to Halo 3, and you can't play it. When you have to get stuck playing Uno on Xbox Arcade, but I'm okay though.
I got the 3 Red Rings of Death last week, but this week was so bad that didn't even go into the equation.
So wait, your Xbox is getting repaired right now, or?
No, I modded it, so it's not very legal to go get it repaired now.
Ooh. Yeah, you don't have to pay any money for games, though.
Well, I didn't, but now I do, because I had to buy a new one, and I'm not going to get that one modded in case that happens again.
Yeah. I had mine just fixed. I was like, I couldn't play, because they said like 6 to 8 weeks, and I was like, okay, I'll just go out and buy an Elite so it doesn't happen again. And then I send it back in 4 days.
Wow. How do you make a product that breaks, like, they said like 16% of the Xboxes break. How do you make a product that breaks that much?
I have no idea.
It's fucking ballsy.
I didn't even get the Red Rings. Mine just stopped reading discs. It wasn't like the Red Ring of Death. I just popped in like 4 different discs one day, and it just like, all right, not gonna work.
Great.
I still won't go to PS3 though.
No, hell no.
Won't do it.
So what else happened? Was it Friday that we had the plane crash?
Friday, that was yeah, just about Friday or Thursday.
Yeah, one of those days. So Friday, it was. I'm sure everyone's heard about it now. The plane crashed in the Hudson River, which is like right across town from where I work. And apparently, it was from Al Qaeda geese.
Al Qaeda geese, yes.
Guy was training these geese for about 3 years. He had them all in a crate under the 58th Street Bridge when the plane flight overhead. He lifted the box open. Al Qaeda geese. And I'm gonna have to try harder. Didn't kill anybody.
No, everyone survived, which is actually a good thing in a plane crash. But you know what's funny? Whenever you couldn't have Bush leave without a friggin' plane going down, which is kind of, I thought, a little weird. But there's no conspiracy.
Hey, he comes in with a plane going down. He goes out with a plane going down.
Exactly.
That's
kind of.
That pretty much just sums up his term. I guess they're gonna have to train bigger birds for next time, though. Sorry, Al Qaeda.
Fucking pterodactyls, but they're extinct, of course.
Al Qaeda vultures are next.
You know what? Just to come to think of it, I just realized I did have a semi-bad day yesterday, and it wasn't because of an Xbox game. I forgot to throw this in there. There was like an explosion in my house yesterday. I don't know how I forgot about this.
Wait. The thing on the top of your head is the Xbox games, and you had an explosion in your house?
There was an explosion, but it woke up my family, but it didn't wake me up because it was like...
Shows where your priorities are. Like, oh, I can't play Halo. It was awful. Oh, yeah, my house exploded.
Someone had left the hose on outside from a long time ago, and we couldn't figure it out. Like, it wasn't even leaking, but it was like... very slow, I guess slowly leaking. The pipes
Water
froze.
Or gas?
What's up?
Water?
Yeah.
Okay.
It froze, and it just blew up inside my room that's getting remodeled downstairs. The whole walls were just painted, just everything, just new sheetrock and all, and it exploded.
Jesus.
The whole wall.
How does a water pipe explode?
It was, I guess, because the water froze inside of it, and it was, I don't know. It was only put in like 3 years ago, like the new pipings, and they have pipes that aren't supposed to fucking explode. And these pipes exploded. I think we got a false plumber.
Yeah, that counts as a bad day.
It was, I mean, it sucked cleaning up water because it was freezing.
So how much damage was there? Was the water still like trickling in?
It stopped. We shut off that pipeline. But it's like they're gonna have to. It didn't break the wall, but it soaked through the wall. So now we're gonna have to break the wall open.
So now you got like a mushy, moldy wall.
Yeah, pretty much.
Good times.
Awesome. I love it.
January's been awesome so far. Thanks, 2009.
That was pretty much the only bad thing that happened to me this year, other than the devastating Xbox loss. But
well, I mean, the year has only been, we're only like 2.5 weeks into the year.
Yeah. It's almost February. By the way, happy Martin Luther King Day.
Yeah, you celebrating your Black heritage?
Yes. Kind of pissed off though we don't get mail today for some weird reason, but just waiting for things in the mail. That's my personal battle with the day.
Yeah, me too. I ordered some reading stuff in the mail. I think I ordered The Watchmen. So everyone's been telling me how good that is. And I'm taking like a sleep apnea test tonight, so I figured it'd be cool to have something new to read because I know I'm not going to be able to fall asleep right away in a creepy lab.
They're going to be looking at you all night long.
Yeah, I know. A bunch of creeps staring at me while I have stuff taped to my face. It's going to be fun. But yeah, I guess I could tack that on to the bunch of crappy shit happening this week.
Jay falls asleep. I mean, stops breathing when he falls asleep, supposedly.
Allegedly. We'll find out.
You said you're going to opt for the surgery anyway, right? Because
If that's what I have, yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to wear like one of those masks for the rest of my life.
Fucking Darth Vader.
Nothing. Yeah, I know. Nothing turns a girl on more than a sleeping mask. Yeah, that would be the worst. So I definitely get the surgery. I don't know. I'll find out next week though. And then I don't know. I don't know when I'd get the surgery. Probably gonna have to skip an episode.
Or you can do it live from the hospital.
Maybe that would be fun. We could do a video cast and I could just mime everything because I'm probably not gonna be able to talk.
Type it in like Stephen Hawking, like, "Hello, how are you today?"
Yeah. All robot episode. Oh, speaking of upcoming episodes, almost up to the big 5-0.
Yes, we're doing 46.5 right now, though.
Mm-hmm. 46.5. I might be doing 47 tomorrow, but I'll probably wait a day or two to throw it up there because, you know, there's no point in throwing two back-to-back. But anyway, yeah, so the 50 is coming up. Gonna have a party. Gonna have all the guest hosts from episode 1 through 49 over, and I guess I'm gonna rotate who's coming in and talking and stuff until everyone gets on.
You should have a J roast.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
You should have a roast.
That's a great idea.
I just thought of that. I was just thinking about that because I was looking at the Bob Saget roast thing on my DVD rack, and I was like, Jay should have a roast.
That's a really good idea. Maybe we'll do that.
Have it live. Put it on DVD.
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna be a live event. We're gonna do it on Stickum. Everyone can watch. Yeah, that roast idea is really good, actually. So maybe we'll do that. So if anybody wants to send, you know, has any suggestions for anything else we should do during the episode, I figure the roast will probably take, you know, half hour or so, and then I want to make it's probably gonna be a long episode, probably close to 2 hours. So, you know. We'll figure it out. There'll be a lot of alcohol.
One for the ages, man.
What was it?
It's going to be one for the ages, one for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm going to be there listening. Even if I'm not there, I'm going to get a camera. I'm going to do the whole Stickum thing. I feel like I'm old because everyone does this Stickum stuff.
I feel like every time I learn how to do something else comes up that I got to figure out. I spend half my weeks learning these new programs and shit. It's really...
And as soon as you're done with that, guess what? It's old.
I know. Exactly.
It's old.
I spent $2,000 to get certified in Final Cut Pro. Right. So I was going to try and get some film editing jobs. And then, like, the very next year, they sent me a letter saying, we came out with a new version of Final Cut, so you have to get recertified and, you know, pay, like, another $1,000. And I was like, all right, my video editing career is now over. Fucking $1,000 every time they come out with a new version.
Like 3 versions a year.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, come out with more versions than they do for expansions for Warcraft.
I just realized yesterday how pricey that Warcraft thing is, man. My friend was telling me it was like $15 a month, and then you got to buy like all the expansions, and they constantly charge you like $15 a month.
Yeah, it's $15 a month, and there's probably like 3 expansions already. I mean, you're talking like $100 just to play it for the first time now.
Xbox Live is only $7 a month, and you get the first month free.
Mm-hmm. And it's fun. I don't know if you've ever played that game, but it's ridiculous.
Which one, World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
I just recently downloaded it like about 2 weeks ago. My friend Jay is really into it, and I played it, and I was just running around. I was like a little dwarf, of course, and I named him Janosch because that dude from Ghostbusters 2,
mm-hmm.
the crazy. I named him Janosch. I don't know why, but I don't know. It's just something you gotta get so detailed with and know everything, and it's just like I don't want to. And there goes my dog.
Lovely. Yeah, I tried it, and oh boy, here we go.
There we go.
Yeah, I tried it, and they make the map so big. You literally spend like 15 minutes running to where you're supposed to go, And then some dude's like, oh, here's this stupid item. Go over to this other town and give it to somebody else. And then you spend another 15 minutes running over there. And I'm like, well, that's not really fun at all.
No, not at all. I was like, I remember you had to start doing these missions, and it's like kill these things, and you can't even control it. You just press the button, it goes, kills it for you.
Yep.
It's like, that is not fun.
So a sex offender won a $500,000 Alaska lottery. It was a lottery that was supposed to help sexual abuse victims, and so a 3-time sex offender won it. Pissed off a lot of people.
And what is he doing to that? What is he doing with the money again?
He is
giving some to God, I believe, right?
He's giving 100,000 to God. I don't know, P.O. Box Heaven. I don't know.
I guess I don't.
One Heaven Way. Zip code is probably 1. And then the other 100,000 he's going to donate to people standing around with rape or some kind of group like that. There's some people standing in rape or people against rape or I don't know, which is kind of ironic because he's donating money against himself, kind of.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I'm telling you, anybody who works at a post office, look for his name and you rob that fucking check to God. Because that is not going anywhere.
No, it's right in the postman's pocket. How do you cash that, though? Yeah, that's me. I'm the Messiah. Give me money. If they ask for ID, you just hand them a Bible.
Yeah, right. You just touch their shoulder, like, what the hell are you doing? I just cured you.
Yeah.
You had herpes. Oh, shit. You didn't know about it, though. But it's gone.
Yeah, and I guess he's going to keep half of it.
Buy a bunch of computers.
Yeah, buy a bunch of child porn with the rest of the money.
A couple chat rooms, yeah.
So I just sent you the follow-up story. A week later, I see this article. Sex offender who won Alaska lottery beaten with iron pipe. It's like the best back-to-back article. Sex offender wins lottery. Sex offender beaten with pipe.
Oh, man, that's karma.
They didn't do their homework in this article, though. Because it says he was beaten with a tire iron or metal pipe. Well, maybe you should figure that out before you write the article.
He was struck 8 to 10 times. And they threw his Pepsi at the assailant and...
I thought you were making that up. He really did throw his Pepsi at these. He showed him. Beat him with an iron pipe. He throws a Pepsi at him.
You fucking threw a tin can at me. What'd you expect? I just realized this guy looks like Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman with, like, one squinty eye.
Yeah. Popeye face. I don't know why I keep thinking Popeye when I look at that guy. He's bleeding on the ground, so he chucks. I'm sorry, that's funny. It's wrong, but it's funny.
No, it's very funny. He molested 2 girls under the age of 13. So he donated money to people standing around with rape. And then he got beaten with an iron pipe. All right, I guess some people had worse weeks than me.
Yeah.
Although he did win $500,000, so I don't know. I might take a couple whacks with a pipe for $500,000.
Depends on where, though.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
if I get hit in the head, then don't even just kill me.
Well, he was okay enough to throw a Pepsi and run away, so it apparently wasn't too bad. His arm wasn't broken. His legs weren't because he was running away. And, he had the wits enough to run away, so his skull probably wasn't cracked. I'd do that. That's still better than my week.
I take his beating, yes, but he doesn't say what else happened to him, or just as he was treated for injuries.
There we go. See, there was no injuries to his head. So there you go. I would totally do that.
That kind of sucks, though. Could have knocked some sense into him.
Yeah, exactly.
Little girls, are you crazy? That's disgusting.
There was you know how I'm always doing stories on how people get scammed out of money.
Of course.
People just keep doing it, like, and they're all from Nigeria. What is going on with Nigeria? They it works like no wonder they do it. People keep giving them hundreds and thousands of dollars. This guy was really funny though. This is a postman. He gave 130,000 euros. So that's probably close to what, 200,000 US dollars?
Yeah, just probably. Yeah.
He was duped by somebody he met on MySpace. It turned out being a Nigerian scam anyway, but it started on MySpace this time. I'm getting so many of those scam emails lately too. I should probably start doing that again.
With like the women and stuff, like.
No. Usually it's just I've won a lotto that I never entered, but somehow I won the lotto or.
Oh yeah, okay. I see. I know what you're talking about. Like, you won like a free Blu-ray player.
No, it's usually like I my email address was picked in a lotto where I won like $20 million, some ridiculous sum like that. Yeah, I got a lot of those lately. Yeah, I'm gonna start answering them again. Fuck with those guys. I had so much fun with Muhammad. That was great. If anybody missed that, the thread was on the forum. It's called Scamming the Scammers. I had this guy going for like 2 months, and he ended up changing the entire way he does his scam now. He has you call somebody who works at quote-unquote a bank, which is, I think, just his buddy who speaks better English than him, so he can like screen you to make sure that you're not totally fucking with him. Because after I fucked with him for like 2 months, I used a different email address with the name Dick Grayson, which is Robin from Batman and Robin. And then he sent me to his friend to like get confirmation. So I tried not calling his friend and just faking the conversation. I was like, yeah, I called him. He said everything's okay. So, let's get going with this. He's like, yeah, but what exactly did he say? I'm like, it doesn't matter. Let's just go through with it. I was like trying to ignore it, but he finally caught on.
I just realized Shane Symington, this guy right here, kind of looks like a child sex offender.
Yeah, he does.
He definitely could be one. Back
to this story. This guy. These pictures that he thought he was talking to this girl on MySpace, and they're clearly like taken from magazines. I mean, they're not like even close to real pictures. I don't know. Like these people that get scammed aren't. You can't feel bad for them. They're so stupid. Did you hear about that old bitch I went over a couple weeks ago who lost $400,000 in her husband's retirement and shit?
I think you might have talked about that. I don't remember though.
Yeah,
I remember. I think you did mention something about it, but I don't think it was like. I think it was brief, wasn't in the detail.
Yeah, you should listen to that episode. It was that one was the best one ever because she spent her husband's retirement money, and her husband's sitting right next to her, like looking like he wants to choke her and shit. Good stuff.
Was that the one that was at McDonald's?
No, no. The McDonald's one was the one that got erased, so we can go over that one too.
That was pretty bad, but that was. I want to hear about the one with the 400. Which episode was that? Was that 45, 44?
Around there. It's in the show notes.
I'll just start from 1 and go up.
Yeah, listen to them all. Yeah, it's one of the last couple though. It's in the show notes. It says like woman gets scammed for $400,000. This guy, he was talking to this girl on MySpace, which was actually a guy from Nigeria. But the scam was that her mother died and he needed funeral expenses. And so he sent over like a couple $1,000. And then he started saying that he inherited, it was supposed to be a she. She inherited $2 million and he was going to get some if he sent over some more money. And it doesn't say like what led to what, but he sent $100,000 over, and then got nothing. And then he got a text message from the girl telling him how it was all fraud and he got all his money stolen. But
what a loser.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry.
But that's not all. It gets worse. After he was told it was a scam, somebody else contacted him and said they were also a victim of the scam, and they somehow heard about him.
Right.
Which should have been a red flag right there. And she said that she has 2 ex-FBI agents that she knows that can find this guy and get their money back, and all she needs is $30,000 to
oh my god
to hire them. So he sent out another $30,000 after the $100,000.
What a moron!
Yeah,
like you just this girl just robbed you blind of your money. And then I know 2 ex-FBI agents who
he got robbed and then told he was robbed and then robbed again. And then probably told he was robbed again. Oh my god. He's like,
oh man, I'm gonna find this guy in MySpace and tell him I'm gonna scam him. I'll probably go to jail though because it's in the news, but
no, just email him and be like, listen, I heard you're giving out hundreds of thousands of dollars for no reason. So why don't you just throw a couple grand my way?
Yeah, might as well.
He's like, I don't want anybody else to fall for something like this. Nobody else is going to fall for something like this. You're an idiot.
Especially on MySpace.
Do you see these pictures? I sent you the link. It's like out of Vogue or something. I mean, they're like cut out of magazines.
Her friends just randomly take professional pictures of her.
Plus, look at this guy. Do you think a girl that looks like that is going to talk to this guy?
I was going to say, man, he kind of looks like... What's that from Perfect Strangers? Is that Balky? No.
Yeah, Balky Bartakamus. No, he looks more like Larry.
Larry, that's what it is, yeah.
He's got a lot less hair than Larry, but yeah, it's like, dude, look at yourself and look at the picture of the girl in the thing. Do you really think she was going to be talking to you?
I can just see this guy like talking to his friends, like, bro, look who I'm talking to. Met her on MySpace.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to believe who I'm talking to. They probably all knew it was fake pictures, but they didn't, they assumed he wasn't going to give her $100,000, so they just let it go.
Now that I'm looking at this Angela pic, it's definitely that's definitely something from like a Kohl's ad.
Exactly. It's not even close to a home taken picture. It's like a professional photo shoot thing. Plus, I've seen a lot of the girls on MySpace, and
yeah,
they don't look like that.
Angela Gates is just like it's too not original name. It's hard to explain. And Angela Gates, obviously a made up thing, but this guy doesn't know.
I'm gonna go to MySpace and see if I can find Angela Gates. See if the picture's still up.
I'm gonna search Shane Symington
in the obituaries. No, there's 37 Angela Gates, so none of them.
She had to be from Nigeria though, right? Like, no, because if it was close, he'd probably just visit her.
She's still on there.
Is she really?
No, when you click on it, it says invalid ID. The account has been deleted. Oh, man.
Oh, man, I can't find Shane Symington.
Look for him on MySpace. If he's not a corpse yet. I'd probably kill myself if that happened.
No, I'm going to try Facebook now. He's not on MySpace.
Yeah, send him a message. You're stupid. Anyway,
you think we could try to scam him? Do it for like the show thing? I mean, he happens to him twice. I found the motherfucker on Facebook.
You did?
Yes, I did.
No way.
That's gotta be him. I'm gonna send you the link now. That's definitely his friggin' head shape.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's not illegal if we just ask him for money, right?
No,
I mean, if we just say, like, hey, can I have a couple grand because I want it? Yeah, I think that's him.
that's gotta be him. Look at that head.
Yeah, nobody has a head that weirdly shaped other than him.
Was he sitting near a camera or something? He's definitely like an arena.
That's totally him. That's great.
I'm friend requesting him.
Do it. Yeah, and then when he accepts, just be like, hey, I would like a couple $1,000. This isn't a scam. I'm telling you outright that I just want money. And see what happens.
This is a scam. I'm going to tell you that I need money for my dying poodle. I need about 50 grand because she needs a new leg. I don't want her in a wheelchair. I love you. Then hope he gives me money.
And then send a picture of like Angelina Jolie.
Yeah,
that's me.
I'll just use the same Angela pic he had. Is it you again?
Yeah. This is the real Angela this time.
Oh man. Poor guy. I sent a friend request. He's probably gonna deny me, I don't care.
So there's another story I thought was pretty funny. 30-pound marijuana brick was delivered to the wrong address. Now, what would you do if you got a 30-pound marijuana brick in the mail?
I'd probably turn a 30-pound marijuana brick into like $30,000.
That's kind of what I was thinking, too.
I mean, I'd keep some for myself, of course, but...
Well, yeah, but, I mean... this guy went to the cops and said, hey, this isn't my package. Like, dude, you could buy, like, a car with that shit.
You dumb motherfucker.
I don't know why people are so stupid. You probably didn't even know what it was.
Hey, someone sent me oregano. I don't really need this. Wait, where was this? Was this in the U.S.?
Yeah. It's, I don't know where Denton is. They say...
Sounds like... It makes me think of Colorado for some reason. I don't know.
It came from Texas. Denton, maybe Denton's in Texas too. I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Maybe.
But yeah, you could sell that shit for so much money. What's wrong with people, really?
It's like use like probably goody two shoes or some shit. Like I wouldn't get rid of that though.
Well, the cops are just gonna smoke it anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly. Or they just make money off of themselves.
The cops like, yeah, this guy turned in a 15-pound brick of marijuana.
Oh, this guy's an idiot.
This guy turned in a 2-pound brick of marijuana. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he said he got shipped to him in a little box, the size of a checkbook box. But
this guy turned in a dime bag. Here you go. He's riding around in a new Porsche the next day.
What would you do? You would sell it, right? Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I'd sell all that.
I mean, granted, it's New York. A lot of my friends get their stuff from New York, but here in Jersey, no one just nowhere to buy around in Jersey. And trust me, I've tried before, but yeah, it's like so dry out here in Jersey. So if someone's listening, send 30 pounds my way by accident.
Some total pothead put a comment under the article breaking it out, saying how he used to pay $40 for a quarter ounce and blah, blah, blah. And he broke it out to, it comes out to $76,800, which sounds a little more realistic.
Dallas Jayhawk come into that too.
Because if you had 30 pounds, yeah, I mean, that's definitely more than that.
I love how the cops just like the whole like newspapers. It's like, yeah, it was only 10 grand. Just make it seem like weed's not that much money.
It says compressed. I don't know what that means.
Probably like they probably squeeze it together like using probably like 2 pieces of metal.
Well, that probably means when it's uncompressed, it's even more.
Yeah.
It's like a zip file of weed.
That's like the best way to put it. That's the best way to put it.
Stupid. All right, we got one or two more articles. I'm trying to like not do the ones we did on the episode that never happened.
What about the man survives the 12-centimeter knife?
Yeah, why not? Crazy Asian news. Apparently, this guy had his dad thrust a 12-centimeter knife into his head, and they show the X-ray, and it looks like it almost came back out his mouth. How the guy calmly walked into the hospital and explained what was happening, I have no idea.
What? I'm looking at that, and it looks like, where's the hell's the fucking handle on the knife? Or is that the hand? I'm looking at like the big blade.
Yeah, no, that little point in the back is where the handle is. The handle's not showing up in the X-ray.
Oh, okay.
Probably like a wooden handle.
No, that would make sense. I didn't think about that, but that is. I'm trying to read here. I'm not even gonna read. How did they come across of sticking a fucking knife through his head? Was it just?
Well, here's the quote in the back, which I also thought was funny. He said, his dad is old, but he's sane and rational, and I have no idea why he did it. So,
76, yeah.
But the thing is, if his dad stabbed his son in the head with a knife, he's not really sane or rational. That's kind of like a false statement.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with he's not sane.
Yeah, I think he's an old crazy man.
Did he do his homework? Is that what it was?
Yeah, exactly. Well, what is? It's another story from China. What is wrong with China? This is the other story we did on the episode that didn't happen. So I guess technically we didn't do it. So we could do it. It was this 10-year-old kid in China, and he didn't do his homework. And I can't ask you to guess what the teacher did because you already know. Give a little quiz for the people out there, though. If your 10-year-old student didn't do their homework, what would you do? Would you A, send them to detention? Would you B, slap them on the knuckles with a ruler? C, make fun of him in front of the class? Or D, pick him up by his cheeks and twist till you ripped his cheeks off?
Now, before you give them the answer, I would totally say, if before I knew, my guess was, and I'm not trying to like say I knew what happened, but my guess would be slapping the kid with the ruler, because that's what they do. And like China, like they for like obedience, they slap them in the fucking knuckles.
Yeah, exactly. Because I mean, in China, you're allowed to hit
it's like Sunday school kind of.
Right.
But that's not what happened.
No, it was actually the correct answer is D. Ripped the kid's cheeks off.
If you looked at his face, it's kind of something like something out of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie with like Leatherface, like it's all stitched up.
Yeah, you can find the pictures online. The kid needed 52 stitches on his cheeks. The teacher handed the cheeks back to the kid and told him to go home. And it's like I don't know. I don't think that's very rational.
That wouldn't float in America. I don't know.
Probably not. It didn't even say the teacher was punished or anything. Oh,
no, of course. I mean, they rip cheeks off all the time over there.
So fucked up. And that was another story from China. I don't know what's going on over there, but apparently you're allowed to, like, mutilate people, and the dad who stabbed his son isn't arrested either. It's so fucked up.
How do you explain that to, like, someone? Like, that's just scarred for life now. Like, oh, my teacher just ripped my cheek off when I was, like, in 3rd grade.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Didn't bring something into show and tell.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Fucked up. Well, I mean, there's also the country that makes ugly kids lip sync, and, I mean, ugly kids hide behind curtains and shit. What a fucked up country. I don't even know what to say to them. That little kid had a worse week than I did.
Yeah, that's true. It keeps making my week look like,
Yeah, exactly. It's all right. I can't play Halo, but I have both of my cheeks.
My car was not missing out this morning.
Yeah. But I have my face.
There's no knife in my head.
So, weren't we supposed to never hear from Palin ever again?
Oh, that would be... No, we definitely hear from Palin.
What's the point of her? I thought she was done.
You made a good point back before the election happened, that she did think that dinosaurs were here like 4,000 years ago, and I totally was not a fan of Palin. I was pushing for McCain because he just the whole experience thing. I didn't know much about Obama. Nothing to do with him, never mind. But Palin definitely was not meant to be in office for anything.
Yeah, well, the problem with your theory is it was a package deal.
Right.
But anyway, she's saying that the feds are wrong about beluga whales and polar bears, and that they're not endangered and they don't need protection. And I was just thinking, like the point you just made, how she thought dinosaurs were around like 2,000 years ago. Why is she giving advice on environmental factors?
I have no idea. I don't know why she gives advice for anything.
She has absolutely, like I read this article, she has absolutely no backing for her ideas. She just said like, no, the feds are wrong, and that's it. She, one guy said she has an irrational obsession with driving the white whale extinct. It says there's less than 400 of these animals left, and she just goes, no, that's wrong. There's a lot. And I'm not going to give you facts to back it up.
Must be suffering from an Ahab complex.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care about the whale. If I saw one, I'd probably punch it in the face. But, like, I'm not going to go saying the feds are wrong about it.
Especially the beluga whale. Look at that thing. Looks like our buddy who got scammed. Just a head thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it does look a little like him. But, I don't know. Just go away. You lost. Go hide back in your stupid,
Go do Playboy, please.
Igloo. No, don't do... Ugh.
Oh, no. I'm attracted. I'm sorry. Kind of. Sort of. No.
She's like 50 and she's had like 7 kids. I mean, yeah, she can wear tight outfits and, make everything look tight. As soon as that shit comes off, like everything's flabbing around and,
There's no more uterus. It's all like wrinkly, like Shar-Pei looking dog stuff.
It's going to look like a box of cow tongues.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing you're going to want to see, man. Like, yeah, she might look all right with the, with the clothes on. It's all going to be all wrinkly and flabby. After 7 kids, she's going to have stretch marks on her stomach and wrinkles. Oh, Saturday, I also forgot. I almost died on Saturday.
Ooh. God, yeah. What happened now?
Basically, I was at the Islanders game, and
I'm sorry about that. I'm a Devils fan, and I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I know they were playing the Devils too. It wasn't even close. I don't even know why I bother, but I go there and I'm totally spacing out. I'm just thinking about my horrible 3 days. This is like, I don't know, maybe 5 hours after the Buddhist temple experience. And a puck gets hit over the glass and whizzes literally like 6 inches above my head. And I didn't even see it. I'm just totally spaced out. The girl next to me is like, "Did you see that?" I'm like looking on the ice. I'm like, "Wow, what happened? What happened?" She's like, No. Puck almost hit you in the forehead." No clue.
And how did you miss that?
I don't even know. I was looking at the ice and I was just spacing out, just thinking about all that shit from the last 3 days. And like I was looking at the ice, but I wasn't really like seeing it. And almost got hit right in the forehead with a puck. That would have topped it off.
That would have been. I would have never even mentioned the Xbox thing.
I know,
you telling this story, I would have never even talked about it. See, I look for things like that when I'm in a hockey game. I'm like, come on, let the fucking puck come towards me. I'm gonna catch that.
Yeah, if you were watching the game, you were about 6 inches away from seeing me on the news that night. I mean, there was 2 girls behind me that apparently weren't paying attention either, because the guy in the seat behind them reached over and grabbed it from right in front of their face. So they came even closer.
Maybe they had a bad week too.
Maybe. I hope all these Warcraft noises aren't coming out on. Can you hear that?
Just a little, not really. I mean, I heard like a smack noise, but I don't know if that was the game.
Yeah.
He plays like full speakers, like surround sound.
Oh yeah, I mean we're talking blasting, probably 14 hours a day. Not even a joke. 5 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon.
I thought he's a doctor though.
Yeah. He's doing like a week on, week off thing.
Oh, okay, I got you. So this is off week.
Well, no, it's his on week. He's playing Warcraft. It's a week on Warcraft, a week off Warcraft.
That must suck.
Yeah, kind of. So I think that pretty much covers everything we had for this week.
That was a lot, actually. That was a lot more than
action-packed stuff. So I look forward to episode 50 coming sometime in February. I'll arrange that when we get closer. Probably around
possible roast, right? Maybe
possible roast. Probably around the 3rd week of February. We'll do the live thing. I'll post that up on the forums. BrinkOfSanityShow.com. Check it out. You can subscribe on iTunes. Vote on Podcast Alley. We actually fell below the top 10 in comedy on Podcast Alley this month now.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Not too happy about that, folks.
People got to start listening. You have intros now. You have theme music.
I know. We're all got all this new equipment and shit. Yeah. All right. Well, we're in 14th right now in comedy. So today is Monday. If by Friday we're back in the top 10, I'll do a bonus episode. How about that?
Like 49.5. Maybe.
Right. Exactly. I might have to skip to 51 before we do 50 because I think 50 is going to end up on Valentine's Day weekend.
Ooh. And
we can't do the 50th episode during the week because there's going to be a lot of alcohol involved and I'm not going to be able to make it to work the next day. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I guess that's it. There's the new MySpace group, myspace.com/Brink of Sanity Show. You can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/Brink of Sanity. There's still shirts for sale in the store, brinkofsanityshow.com. There's a store link. Got 3 different color shirts. And I guess that's it. Oh, you got a show coming up, right?
Yes, I do. It's in a town called Keyport, New Jersey. It's at a place called Espresso Joe's. It's a benefit for pugs. It's called Chuckles for Curly Tails. Show starts around 7:00. I'm probably opening the show, so if you get there early. But there's a lot of funny comics. I don't know if you know local comics, but there's a guy named Buddha. He's a big guy like me, and he is hysterical. Buddha, there's another guy named Dave Slagle, Jake Link, a bunch of funny comics. They've all been on Opie and Anthony Radio. They've all ran their own shows and stuff. So it's gonna be fun. So if anybody gets a chance, they're in Jersey, down the shore, oceanfront of Keyport, even though it's gonna be in the middle of the winter. Go.
Cool. Sounds like fun. You posted all the info on the forums too.
Yeah.
Under the Artie section and guest hosts. So, okay. Oh yeah, you listed all the other comics too, so you could check them out. I'm assuming they all have MySpaces and stuff. So.
For the most part, yeah.
Cool, man. Well, thanks for coming on. I guess we'll see you back for episode 50.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that should be a really good episode. I'm looking forward to that. All right, so I guess that wraps it up. Unless you got anything else you want to go over.
Nah, I'm cool, man. I just want to hear that theme music again.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna cue up this awesome music, and
club music.
This one's for you, Leon, and we'll be back in a couple days. I think I'm doing another episode later in this week, probably like Thursday. So, thanks for listening. Bye, everybody.
Bye.